My name is Margherita Pevere and I am an artist working in the field of bioart with a background in visual arts. I live in Berlin, in Germany, and I'm currently doing a practice-based PhD at Aalto University in Finland on biological art practices. My interest in bioart practice is rooted in a visceral fascination for organic matter, biological matter, and its transformation, its decay, its evolution. So I have a strong link to materiality and corporeality, which I think it's strongly influencing my work. And at the same time in processes. So how does, for example, contamination happen, or how does certain organisms or part of certain organisms react to certain stimuli. And of course this interest is framed in a time where we know that our relationship to biological matter is mediated by biotechnology. In my extended practice there are works which only deal with biological matter without the intervention with biotechnology in the biological laboratory, and other works that do use the setup and the environment of the biological laboratory to intervene into the materiality. The project is called WOMBS with a S at the end, meaning something that is not necessarily the womb, the biological or the sexual organ, and rather see wombs as a space of possibility. And it focuses on my own experience as a woman taking contraceptives to negotiate her own desires, sexual desires, and pregnancy fears and desires. And the work is triggered by the consideration that in the moment I take these hormonal contraceptives, a very simple gesture I do every morning, my body is modulated. So my body enters a biopolitical sphere, a biochemical sphere that is supported by biotechnology. That is not evident because you don't see it. When you look at me, you don't see whether I'm taking this or not, because it's working internally. And this idea of my body being modulated for sexuality became a very intriguing field of exploration for me, because then I come as a biochemical cyborg. But at the same time, these molecules that I'm taking do inscribe my experience in a wider context, because, and this is part of the research I did in Dubrovnik at our institute, because there is a variety of other organisms that can react to the same molecule. If you look at animals, it can be horses or mice and rabbits that have been used in research and manufacturing of hormones. I applied to EMAP residency because it's a very good opportunity to realize one project, and it gives a very good exposure to it, because the work will circulate through the network, but also it's also under the radar of international curators, so it's a very good opportunity. I applied with intention to work with KONTEJNER because of its history and tradition of working with the body and performance and provocative art practices, which I find bold and very advanced. My residency was divided in two parts. The first part was developed in Dubrovnik, where I did biological research at our institute with Gino Sutic. And the second part is taking place here in Zagreb. So with the container, we both worked on the logistics, on the production aspects of the project, and the container team provided me a very beautiful place to work here in Zagreb, support with the needs I have if I need certain materials or professional advice from external people, as well as an ongoing dialogue on the contents of the project that has developed throughout the last few months. Part of the curatorial and production work with Container was also to extend this research to experts that could either give me advice or help or give feedback on the project, such as glassblower Ivanka Pasalic or endocrinologist Božidar Perić, whom I had very interesting conversations with. Or, for example, another visit, very interesting visit we did, is the malacological collection at the Natural History Museum in Zagreb that is curated by Peter Srnčan. Beside the people I have just mentioned, there has been a very big group of other collaborators or contacts or artists who give me feedback when we organize the open studio. So I'm very grateful to Container for this extensive support and openness to find who could help, who could discuss, who could share some ideas with, and whom I shared this adventure with. So that has been great.